This was a Claude Design prototype. Now it's a live Figma file. Auto layout, editable text, styles, variables, components. Here's exactly how to export Claude Design to Figma. Let's go! I'm a UX designer. I do this handoff for real client work, and I'll show you the method how to export editable layers to Figma. So inside the Claude, we don't have option to export to Figma. We have options with PDF, PowerPoint, HTML, archive, and then we can send it to Claude Code or Canva. So the obvious solution is to go to the official Figma plugin, Figma's brand new official extension that captures any web page. I already have this plugin here. We'll be working with the prototype that I built inside Claude Design. So this is a budget tracking application that I did in previous video in Figma Make, and I replicate the same prompt inside the Claude Design. So we have several pages. We have like home, we have activity page, then we have like adding new transaction options with all the different features here, and we have like AI coach. So this is the stuff, and we'll try to export it into the Figma. So first thing first, let's try Figma new plugin. First, I will open it into the new tab. So we'll have only the application. Interesting thing that it's not a website, it's a prototype, and the prototype of the mobile app. So using Figma official extension, we just need to run it. Then we capture page, it's captured, and it says it copied to clipboard. Then we go inside the Figma, and we need to just copy paste it. So the thing with official application is that it doesn't copy prototypes. So I'm not sure is it issue with only Claude Design, but it's probably with how the application is built. It actually can capture only live websites. Moving on. The tool I'm going to use is called HTML to Design. It's a combination of Google Chrome extension and Figma plugin. And this one reads Claude Design properly. So I already have extension installed. So here it is. We can take a closer look. We can choose the screens that we want to export. We can choose themes. Let's choose all the themes. I'm not sure how it will work out, and we'll choose browser because that's what we have right now, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll just click capture current page and see how it will be looking. So the next step is send to Figma plugin. Here, if you log in the first time, you'll need to click this button and log in into your Figma account. So I already did that. So I just click in. Here it is. Now, after that, we go into the Figma file. And here in Figma, I open the design file and we need to go to plugins. I already have this plugin, but if you don't, you just print HTML to design and it will find it right away. So here we open it and we need to go to the extension tab here, where is our design is laying that we just screened inside Google Chrome. So we click import, and here's in import, we need to select. So I just played with it a bit, but if we like turn off everything, this is what you'll got. You have options of how your wireframes would be created inside Figma. So obviously I want auto layout. I want styles and variables. Use existing local styles. Well, I have an empty file, so I won't be using it for a bit, but I want to try it on the second page. Then component for hover effects. I'm not sure we have like a lot of that. It's mobile application, and a high resolution image. We don't have it here. Hyperlinks, let's try it out. I'm not sure. And HTML layers name, no, probably I don't want that because it will be something like div and content wrap. So let's proceed and see what we'll get. Okay, the import is completed. So here is the results that are written to us inside HTML to Design plugin. Missing font mapping, we have no missing font, and we had no problem with high resolution image. Okay, great. Let's close it for a bit and see what we've got. So since we exported in desktop view, we'll have this like white frames, and they are all grouped into the section, as you can see here. There is a pretty strong hierarchy of layers. Let's just take a closer look. Okay, I think it's looking really nice. Great for an export. Let's try to work with the stuff and see how it looks. Let's ungroup and see. I don't want to have this additional backgrounds, so I'll be just ungrouping it and see how it looks as a frame. Okay, so I think it's our container. Here's our container, and we can hide shadows here and see the frame of our application. Let's check what inside this frame. So the overall wrapper is auto layout. Then inside auto layout, we have a frame. So already interesting. Container for additional elements, background container on the below, like makes sense. Okay, we have this background. Let's see, does we have the layers on the below? So we'll just remove clip content, and we'll see on the background remove clip content as well. Okay, so we have all the layers that were on the scroll inside the prototype. We are having them here. The other interesting thing for me, so for whatever reason, we have several frames. Maybe this is because I clicked to export 3 themes, desktop, light, and dark, and that's why it's created like 3 separate frames, but they are identical, like literally. Okay, whatever. Let's see what we have about the components. We have this kind of component with description. So here we have variants. This is literally icon, and they just numbered. That's what we have. And then we have this kind of component, which is just a circle, weirdly positioned. Okay, it could be. Like, let's take a closer look. I don't know why it positioned like this, but maybe there is a reason for that. Okay, let's go to the styles. So here we have text styles, and then we have color styles. Okay, inside the frame, we have the usage of the color styles, and we can see there is like all the color styles. Okay, I was expecting more of variables. We'll check variables here. This file was completely empty. So this is all the stuff that HTML2Design created. We have here all the components for, let's see, stroke weight, opacity, we have colors, we have additional colors here. So it's literally duplicated colors as styles and as variables separately, but used styles inside the frame. Okay, then we have spacing, which is, the naming is like just perfect. We have the naming literally reflecting the value. Okay, then we have font families, font weights, font size, etc., line height. So despite it's being weirdly looking, it's still informative, and if you are exporting like some big thing, it could be interesting to just have rename all the stuff, or even use Figma AI to rename and move from there. So interesting thing, because I chose 3 different themes, I just remove the stuff. Like I don't need it. It looks exactly the same inside dark theme and light theme. Okay, that happened. So that's what we have. This is our result of one export of one screen. Let's now try and export second screen, where we go back to the prototype and we'll literally go to the activity. And we have like this activity page. We click HTML2Design, we capture in our page, send it to Figma, and now we go into the Figma and we go inside this same Figma file. We are going to our plugin and we go into extension tab. So here inside the extension tab, we have our new export ready. We go inside this export, and here is the option that we have: use existing local styles. So let's try using it. Okay, but let's try using existing local styles that we just created with our first export and see how it goes. It's done. We don't have any errors. And then we close in this plugin and see what we've got here. Well, overall, first thing first, it just popped on the top of the screen like that we had before. Let's see what it used. It just created duplicates. Like it's become so large. We have so many copy colors right now. Let's go to the variables and see how it goes here. So here in variables, we used to have like 91 and now we have like 121. So it's added additional colors and item spacing mostly. The component usage. So components mostly used for this like SVG type icons. We have like 2 components for similar stuff used. Just on the second page, there are like a lot more icons because it's just longer. Here we go, background. Okay, just because we have like all these different categories inside, we have like a lot more icons. which was generated by Claude Design. So that's why we have like a larger component. But the duplicates are there, like literally we have moon icon here and here, like sun, bell, like etc. So they are duplicating itself, keeping in mind. And it's kind of pity that the only components we get are icons, you know. In this design particularly, you can see a lot of repeating elements, like this kind of like groceries, like categories of spending. It could be component, easy peasy. These categories could be components as well, and just swap icons and information, etc. Overall, I want to mention that we have auto layouts, we have hierarchy. It's not perfect. We have some components as not styles. Styles, well, they repeat themselves. A bit of a pity that this plugin created variables but didn't use color variables at all. Okay, but at least it's all in auto layout and you can work with the stuff. So I would say it's a great base. No one is calling it perfect, like let's be honest, but there is hierarchy, there is components, there are auto layouts, and it's structured not bad. You can treat this as a starting point, not a finished file. This is like fast way to bring AI generated design inside the Figma and work with it. Quick aside, closing this kind of gap works, but not quite production ready, is literally my job. I take AI built designs and take them where they don't look AI made. If that's something you need, link in the description. Okay, so bottom line, you can export Claude Design to Figma. With HTML to design, you can get actually editable layers, auto layouts, components, you can get styles, you can get even variables, and you can reuse the styles in multi-pages projects. Yes, it needs cleanup. It's not pixel perfect, but you already start from a structured file and not a blank canvas. And skip Figma's official extensions for now. For Claude Design, it doesn't work. HTML to design is a go-to right now. So that's it. And if you want to see what Claude Design can actually build before you export it, check out my latest video. I put Claude Design and Figma Make head-to-head with same prompt. See you in the next one.